I'd like to call to order the Franklin County Board of Commissioners. General session today is May 28th, 2024. Let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Commissioner Crowley.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. As a reminder, this is a public meeting and is being recorded. For those of you who are calling in, please ensure that your line is muted. I believe, are we going out of order, Mr. Clerk?
Oh, we can't do it.
Not yet, sir.
Oh, we can't now? Okay. Oh, just go, keep going?
Yeah,
Okay.
because yeah.
Oh, I see. Got you. Thank you. We'll begin with the engineer.
We start with a public hearing.
Yep. We have a public hearing for the resolution 0445-24. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Resolution regarding plans approved for the improvement of Cleveland Avenue at Dunedin Road and a Piedmont Road, Dunbar Drive, Clinton Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
I would like to open up the public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to speak at this public hearing? Seeing that there are none, I'd like to close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 44524, plans approved for the improvement of Cleveland Avenue at Dunedin Road and at Piedmont Road, Dunbar Drive, Clinton Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Brad Foster, Franklin County Engineer. Sorry about that. Good morning, Commissioners. Brad Foster, Franklin County Engineer. Commissioners, before I start the first resolution here, I'd just like to introduce the new county map. This is we got the county map and also the county road atlas. The theme for this year's map is roundabouts. We've added 10 roundabouts to this edition, and we got 62 new public roads added, along with over 1,100 acres of land that's been annexed to various communities. So those are the new additions to the map.
They're catching on. I was in Ironton, Ohio on Saturday, drove through on my way to and from Kentucky, and they had new roundabouts in Ironton, Ohio.
They're a very good tool for safety, and they're a proven safety mechanism for roadways. So we're going to be seeing more and more of them around.
Wonderful.
So with that being said, I'd like to start the first resolution. Commissioners, this resolution authorizes a plan approval for the improvement of Cleveland Avenue at Dundee Road, at Piedmont Road and Dunbar Drive. The project is located in north central Franklin County and Clinton Township and seeks to implement pedestrian improvements. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, further comments or questions, I'll move. Are we? It's weird. Okay, I'll move approval of resolution 44524.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Crowley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 44524 has been adopted. Resolution number 44624, 2LMN Incorporated, consulting engineers appointed to assist the Franklin County engineer by providing preliminary and detailed engineering services for Dempsey Road 1.27 over Spring Run Improvement Project, Blendon Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $314,476.
Commissioners, our final resolution seeks approval of a contract with 2LMN Consulting Engineers appointed to assist the Franklin County engineer by providing professional services for the Dempsey Road over Spring Run Improvement Project. 2LMN is a certified local engineering firm and was chosen via engineer qualifications-based selection process. This is a collaborative project between Franklin County and the city of Westerville, located in Blendon Township, and will widen and rehabilitate the existing structure. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of resolution 44624.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Crowley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution number 44624 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, at this time, I'd like to go a little bit out of order, if that's okay, and go right to purchasing.
Thank you, Commissioner. Purchasing, Resolution Number 45624, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $1,611,794.29.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Perry Balanier, Director of Purchasing, and joining me is D'Amica Withers, Chief Economic Equity and Inclusion Officer for the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Our first resolution requests your approval of 87 purchase orders for which the county auditor has pre-certified available funding. And D'Amica has the supplier diversity data for you this morning.
Thank you, Megan. Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. 12 of the purchase orders being presented are being awarded to small and emerging businesses, totaling $165,296.67. This comprises an award of 2% to small and emerging businesses, 2% to minority-owned businesses, and 9% to women-owned businesses. 7 agencies have provided equitable and inclusive opportunities to small businesses this week. That includes a data center, court of common pleas, domestic relations and juvenile court, public facilities management, Franklin County Board of Disabilities, prosecuting attorneys, and an engineer's office. If there's no comments or questions, we'll be happily request your approval of this resolution today.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 45624.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Crowley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Resolution Number 45624 has been adopted.
Thank you. Thank you.
Resolution Number 45724, resolution approving one purchase order for the Franklin County Sheriff's Office in the amount of $25,000.
Commissioners, this resolution requests your approval of one purchase order. The county auditor has pre-certified available funding, and pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 45724.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Commissioner Crowley.
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce.
Abstain.
Resolution Number 45724 has been adopted with Commissioner Boyce's noted abstention.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go back to the order of the agenda, which is to the sheriff next.
Resolution Number 44724, resolution authorizing the acceptance of an Ohio Drug Law Enforcement Fund grant for the Franklin County Drug Task Force in the amount of $182,513.65.
You're muted.
We cannot hear you.
Still muted, Albert.
You're muted, but can you hear us? Okay.
Can anyone on Zoom say something, please?
Albert, pound on your computer, that might, if you just pound on it, might help.
It's not you, it's me.
Mis-
Not you,
Mr. Smith?
It's me. All right.
All the more reason why folks should actually come here.
Resolution Number 45024, resolution authorizing 2 grant agreements with At Home by High and Our Brothers Keepers for lawn care services for seniors in the amount of $125,000.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Shonda Wingo, Director for the Office on Aging. This resolution authorizing 2 grant agreements for At Home by High and Our Brothers Keeper. System just froze. That's terrible. Sorry. So the Franklin County Senior Options Program is a levy-funded program which is customer-focused, a system of care by the senior service. It's funded by the Senior Services Levy. To expand services for the senior population of Franklin County, the Office on Aging aims to allocate senior service levy funds to At Home by High and Our Brothers Keeper to provide programming and lawn care services that enhance the neighborhood and built environment for seniors. At Home by High collaborates with neighbors and students from The Ohio State University to offer regular lawn care, seasonal outdoor cleanup, and snow removal and community garden support. These initiatives foster relationships between the seniors and the volunteers, which help combat loneliness and isolation for older adults. Our Brothers Keeper Above and Beyond initiative empowers local youth and adults to become frontline leaders in preventing community violence in Columbus, equipping teens with resilience to address conflict, stress, and trauma without resorting to violence. The program contributes to a county-wide network of individuals dedicated to preventing youth violence and actively making a positive impact on their communities. Our Brothers Keeper will assess seniors in neighborhood and environment and safety concerns and help with maintaining built infrastructure such as streetscapes, sidewalks, and yards. This will help improve the quality of life and decrease safety concerns by maintaining areas through snow removal, leaf removal, and other yard maintenance. And I can't get this unfrozen. Hold on. There we go. At Home by High will receive $62,500, and our Brothers Keeper will receive $62,500 for a total of $125,000. The Franklin County Office on Aging wishes to authorize the two grant agreements for the time period of May 21st, 2024 through December 31st of 2024. The resolution supports goal number 1, number 3, number 10, and 11 of the Rise Together Blueprint. Pending any questions, we respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
Commissioner Joy Bivens, Deputy County Administrator of Health and Human Services. I just want to make mention, Commissioners, that our Brothers Keepers is a different entity. That is the one, I believe, that we partner with the city. This is the entity that I believe many of your policy folks have visited, where they have the facilities, they have housing, they go into the school system, but this is a different entity from the one that is housed under the Neighborhoods Department.
Thank you. All right, if there aren't any other comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 45024.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 45024 has been adopted. Resolution number 45124, resolution approving 4 contracts with pest control services in the amount of $75,000.
The Franklin County Office on Aging wishes to administer, The Franklin County Office on Aging administers Franklin County Senior Options, which is a customer-focused system of care funded by the Senior Options or Senior Service Levy. In 2024, Franklin County opened up a RFP for moving, cleaning, and pest control services. We didn't receive many referrals or requests for the other services, so we did have to open up a new RFP for cleaning services, which is currently active and open. The bid opening date was conducted March 14th through 2024, and the Purchasing Department received 4 bid proposals for the following: Two Brothers Pest Control of Columbus, Ohio, LLC, Buckeye Bed Detection and Precision Pest Inspections, Inc., and Billy Properties. This contracting agreement allows contractors to bid on individual service needs, including pest control services, on an as-needed basis. The Franklin County Office on Aging wishes to authorization of our contracting agreement for pest control services to the Franklin County residents, not to exceed the dollar amount of $75,000 for the time period of June 4th, 2024 through June 3rd, 2025, with 4 optional 1-year extension periods. This resolution supports goal number 5 of the Rise Together Blueprint, increasing the supply and equitable opportunity to access quality housing. Pending any questions, we respectfully request approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I will move approval of Resolution 45124.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 45124 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Commissioners, if you don't mind, just real quick, is Director Rapaski on the line?
Can't hear.
And you're speaking? Yes? Thank you, Director. Okay.
Keep going to the economic development and planning while they're working through.
Thank you, Commissioner. Resolution number 45224, resolution authorizing an agreement with Stantec Consulting Services Incorporated for floodplain review services in the amount of $15,000.
Good morning, Commissioners, Administration. Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning, Emmanuel Torres. This first resolution seeks your approval for an agreement to engage Stantec Consulting Services, Inc. It's a local engineering firm to provide floodplain review services and analysis for compliance with applicable Franklin County regulations and Federal Emergency Management Agency standards. This agreement will cover the term of February 1st, 2024 to January 31st, 2025. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 45224.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 45224 has been adopted. Resolution number 45324, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to approve the attached discharge of mortgage for Sandra S. Galick at 3716 Minnesota Avenue, Mifflin Township, Ohio, 43219.
This resolution is related to borrower Sandra S. Galick. She received a housing assistance grant on October 24th, 2006 in the amount of $1,500 from the county. The borrower has fulfilled all loan obligations, and pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution to discharge the mortgage lien on the property.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 45324.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce? Resolution number 45324 has been adopted. Excuse me. Resolution number 45424, resolution authorizing the Board of Franklin County Commissioners to sign the attached discharge of mortgage instrument for Jamie Velikez and Ronalda Hernandez at 5112 Rutledge Drive, Columbus, Ohio, 43223.
Commissioners, this resolution is related to borrowers Jaime Velasquez and Reinalda Hernandez. They received a housing assistance grant on August 28, 1998 in the amount of $4,500 from the county. The borrowers have fulfilled all loan obligations, and pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 45423.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting
24,
Commissioner.
I'm sorry, 45424, I apologize.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Second.
Moved and, thank you. Resolution number 45424 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Board of Commissioners.
We did. Oh, let me be very clear then, so there's no confusion on the back end. So, resolution number 45424 had been moved and seconded. Voting Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce? Thank you, Commissioners. Resolution number 45424 has been adopted.
Do we have anybody else here?
The board, we can do the Board of Commissioners.
Are the engineers still here?
Oh, that's the sanitary engineer. They're usually online.
Okay.
Yep.
Board of Commissioners?
Actually, I'm sorry, Commissioner. Mr. Stowe, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. And we can hear you. So for our friends on Zoom, we apologize. Thank you for your patience. Commissioners, we can go back to wherever you'd like
Go
to.
back to the sheriff.
Going back to the sheriff's office. Sorry, Mr. Stowe.
No problem.
Resolution number 44724. Resolution authorizing the acceptance of an Ohio Drug Law Enforcement Fund grant for the Franklin County Drug Task Force in the amount of $182,513.65.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Albert Smith, Assistant Finance Director for the Sheriff's Office. Our resolution allows the Sheriff's Office to accept funding for the Ohio Drug Law Enforcement Fund grant to enhance the battle against drug possession and trafficking. The one-year grant will be used for overtime during investigations. The Sheriff's Office duties will include the administration, implementation, oversight of the grant currently and/or potentially involving collaboration with Clinton Township Police Department, London Police, Homeland Security Investigations, Madison County Sheriff's Office, Upper Arlington Police, and United States DEA. This grant will run through June 30th of next year. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
If there are no further comments or questions, I will move approval of Resolution 44724.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Resolution number 44724 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Data center?
Resolution number 44824, resolution authorizing a contract with Columbus Microsystems Incorporated for the provision of e-waste services.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Julie Lust with the Franklin County Data Center. The Data Center provides secure technology services that support the county's agencies, courts, and boards. Lifecycle management, disposal of technology that has reached end of life, and secure data destruction are essential parts of the services we provide. This contract with Franklin County-based Columbus Microsystems will offer recycling services per industry standards at no cost to the county for a 2-year term. The data center will retain responsibility for secure data removal and destruction before transferring devices to Columbus Microsystems. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 44824.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 44824 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Sanitary engineer?
We're back to the sanitary engineer. And resolution number 45524. Resolution authorizing a first contract modification to the agreement with Resource International Incorporated for the construction inspection services for Villages at Galloway, Phases 1, 2, and 3, water, an increase of $3,945.25 for a revised amount of $29,817.25.
Good morning, Commissioners. I am Ryan Stowe, Assistant Director of Sanitary Engineering. Via Resolution 17-23, the Board of Commissioners, on behalf of the Department of Sanitary Engineering, entered into a private water agreement with Brow Miller Development, LLC, to take eventual ownership of the water infrastructure being constructed as part of the development known as Villages of Galloway, Phases 1 through 3. Per the private water agreement, the Department of Sanitary Engineering selected a firm to provide construction inspection services during the entire installation of the water infrastructure associated with these phases. The Department of Sanitary Engineering chose Resource International Incorporated as the firm to do so. Cost of construction inspection services was estimated to be $25,872. The cost of these services was paid by Sanitary Engineering by a deposit with the Department of Sanitary Engineering from the Brow Miller Development Incorporated. In order to successfully complete the project, additional services were required, which resulted in a total expenditure of $29,817.25, a difference of $3,945.25. In order to cover this overage, the contract between the county and Resource International must be modified to increase compensation. The source of compensation will be provided by Brow Miller Development, LLC, in the form of a deposit to the Department of Sanitary Engineering as per the water agreement. Pending any questions or comments, I respectfully request the passage of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 45624.
Second.
Commissioners, I'm sorry, it's 45524.
Oh, I apologize, 45524. Why would,
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 45524 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Board Commissioners?
Resolution number 45824, resolution authorizing the Board of Commissioners, Franklin County, Ohio, to serve in the role of the Community Development Advisory Board.
Commissioner Janine Hummer, First Assistant and Chief Counsel for the Prosecutor's Office, G. Gary Tyack, serving as prosecutor. What you have before you today is a resolution that provides the Board of Commissioners to serve in this role in case the original board that was created by the Board of Commissioners is unable to serve. This allows EDP projects to move forward and HUD funding to be allocated timely. If there are no further questions, we'd ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, I'll move approval of Resolution 45824.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner O'Grady,
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce. Resolution number 45824 has been adopted.
This is a regular agenda. Are there any generalizations?
There are not, Commissioner.
Okay, that concludes our meeting for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
When they did the reboot, it's like added some reverb or something.
That was,
It's on my desk, or it's on the desk upstairs.